2, 1, everybody love.
Welcome to hell. You're the die.
Edit that.
Can you get it? Down on the flight.
It might be outside.
Oh, what's that?
Thank you. I love it. Yeah, very so great.
Because you're hiding in a mask, taking what seriously. No, don't promise them tomorrow.
Didn't you win the judges in the costume contest?
Juggers? Yes.
Didn't you win the judges?
I'll be a jugger.
Judge.
What's a jugs?
Judge.
Jugs.
Judge.
Oh, yes, I want to be a jug. I want to be a jug.
Judge.
I'll be it. What do you want me to be?
Judge.
A judge, yes, I do. I do want to be it. I'm getting paid.
I know you
I'm
are.
getting paid tonight.
Remember what I was back in Halloween.
Halloween.
You sit around and drink.
Chris, when do I go? Chris, when do I go?
Why you so afraid? What will people say? Why not every day? Are you so afraid? What will people say? After Halloween. After Halloween.
We did it a few weeks, just me and Mark, and then Aaron came down and started playing with us. We liked how that worked out. And then Sterling came down and we plugged in through his mixer and his effects and sampler pedals, and that worked out better than we expected. So it kind of gelled together as a four-man unit.
I think it's about seducing people. Yeah.
Music is about seducing people.
Right. Like sort of, that sort of ambient hip hop. It's sort of weird. Everyone wants to go to bed with this kind of thing.
I like that.
That it's improvisatory, that it's sort of always changing, sort of a changing landscape. Not like violently so, but you never know exactly what's coming next and who's going to add what in or chime in, what the next thing is.
more like a post-rock type of thing, the way I hear it. It's kind of got jazziness in it, and the improv, certain scales sound like jazz scales, but at the same time, the basic structure of where the music's coming from is from like a straight ahead rock and roll kind of approach.
Dubbing us out, doing things, manipulating mainly my sounds, and then another person could be like adding delays and manipulating more like his sounds or the overall texture, and then the final person could be putting like even more like subtler touches on it all and like putting it to tape. So like stuff that maybe happens that you think about just happening in like elaborate studio situations with a lot of like sort of gleaning over it and going back and adding things and whatnot can maybe happen live and have maybe a better energy because of it.
It's Super Discount. It's my art show. It's I predominantly paint on found objects, and there's a chicken in there, actually a rooster. It's really just about having fun for people to see my art, sodding the floor and having a rooster together. I'm pretty impulsive with my artwork, and sometimes I find meaning in it, and sometimes I don't. And what it's really about, I think it's just about letting people come out and see my stuff and have a good time, like barbecue on the lawn and have some hot dogs and drink beer and hang out and look at a rooster. It's random, but it's not so random that I'll just paint on anything. I usually find something that inspires me, and usually I'll just paint on it and something will come out of it. The Ronald McDonald on the Doomsday game board, I thought that I'd paint Ronald McDonald on it before I did that, and a local curator said that it reminded him of mad cow disease, which I thought was really clever. Look at the big rooster. It's just fun, you know, it's just about having a good time when you're looking at it. I'm not really trying to make any statements in particular about like the world or anything like that.
opened up, save ourselves a bullshit talk. Let's look into each other's eyes as our feet step down and hit the sidewalk. Pride yourself in honesty, say that there's no morality. Watch me test the boundaries, watch me push the limits in your fuzzy recollections. You can choose anything you want, but once I cross that line, you gotta step outside and tell my world off. You're stuck within your mind, between your silly lines, rejecting things you don't understand. Just like the pagan or the Christian, you're all the same. And one day I hope someone says fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh, it's beauty how you make it up, fail it all and fuck around. But it's thick rejection with rejection. Someone's got your system. Choice is right or choice is wrong. They'll hurt you inside or hurt you blind. Make your choice and then move along, or get out of my fucking line with your fuzzy recollections. You can choose anything you want, but once I cross that line, you gotta step outside and tell my world off. You're stuck within your mind, between your silly lies, rejecting things you don't understand. Just like the Christian or the Muslim, you're all the same. And one day I hope someone says fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh, bald-headed Satan eyebrows, Anton, glory be the salesmanship. Glory be the lost motherfuckers who keep on buying into all that shit. Spend your money or catch your death, cause buy your books, you'll find out who you are. Some poor sucker selling trash, the stats no better than the last can that you ate from. You're stuck within your mind, between your silly lines, rejecting things you don't understand. Just like the Christian or the pagan, you're all the same. And one day I hope someone says fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I just love playing and singing, basically. I don't really get paid for it. I just like to do it. I think that people should be able to hear their art, and I think people should be able to express themselves. And I think that art or that expression should be something savored, not something that's necessarily pressed, firm, and then just passed out at the highest dollar. I don't know. I'm not really that moral about it, actually. I just like to play.
Gave everything up just to be left behind. Thought she found her answers in the backseat of the car, holding to a promise hidden somewhere in the dark. I was only 16 and the thought was unwise, worried about carrying you away from all this hurt and pain, worried about school and my mother, and all the things that my friends might say. Sweet little Jean, do you remember our walks? The times by the river we spent skipping rocks. We would climb trees and teasing my dog in the yard. Do you remember back that far? Do you remember back that far? I was only 16 and the thought was unwise, worried about carrying you away from all this hurt and pain, worried about school and my mother, and all the things that my friends might say. I should have spoken up that day when I saw you crying, while all the parts inside me felt they were dying. You never had your father when you were my friend. Daddy loved you for your body, Mama couldn't see it. Papa caged the girl inside, and I could never seem to free her. Free her. I was 16 and the thought was unwise. Worried about carrying you away from all this certain things. Worried about school and my mother and all the things that my friends might say. And all the things that my friends might say. And all the things that my friends might say.
A lot of it is kind of rundown poetry or poetry of my own that I've turned into songs, that sort of thing. But I'll be singing about pretty much anything, I'm sure, at any given point in time. And sometimes in one song you'll hear about more than one thing.
Look for references to penguins, Tiananmen Square, and nuclear weapons. It's in there. I promise. You got a hand in my face, and I've got a pack of chiclets, and I think we can make some peace if you just care to chew it. It's so amazing all the different colors that they come. But somewhere buried deep inside, you know it's just the same old gum. But if we tried, we could get together. No one's right out on the killing fields. And if we tried, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out what's real. 'Cause if we could, you're in riot gear, and I'm in a penguin outfit. You're obliged to beat me if I follow my pursuit. Well, if I'm wearing black and white, it's only that I might make sense of you. Well, you got the toxic tube, and man, it's going at your head. If you don't have an answer and you make one up instead, well, if I've got a napkin in my bottle, it's because I'm being screwed. But if we tried, we could get together. No one's right on the killing fields. And if we tried, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out what's real. 'Cause if we could, 'cause if we could, 'cause if we could. We all have some small price to pay, to live or die, think believe in our own special way. If you think you could live here without having to give a shit or care, well, then something inside of you is dead. Well, then something inside of you is dead. Well, that's something inside of you. But if we tried, we could get together. No one's right out on the killing fields. And if we tried, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out what's real. 'Cause if we could, 'cause if we could, 'cause if we could.
Well, honestly speaking, I think that most shows, where you've got a player who sings and they're in their own mind and they're in their own world, and they don't function outside of the world with the audience. They're not grabbing anyone. You know what I mean? I want people to breathe with me. I want people to listen with me, to talk with me and communicate with me. I don't think I'm a lounge act, basically.
Went to the fucking store to buy myself a fucking coat. Went to the fucking store to buy myself a fucking coat. And this white young man fucking stood there in a shiny black fucking leather coat. He said, let me introduce myself, my name is Sly and I got a plan. He said, let me introduce myself, my name is Sly and I got a plan, yeah. To make you some rich white guy who sold his soul to rip off the black man. The girls will love it when you sing and they'll come from miles around. The girls will love it when you sing and they will come from miles around. You just sign your name right here and you can drive that limo out of town. It was a hot fucking day and I got my fucking coat fucking finally. I had to push him out my fucking way to that old fucking Mephistopheles. I threatened that boy with a fucking pistol and drove my fucking limo home for free.
This is the 5th annual Fahrenheit Valentine Ball, and James Crowder is spinning, and Chicken Hoof is playing. And there's artwork by James Crowder and Michael Converse in a show called Bobo Cops of Feel.
Fahrenheit a couple blocks away to the building that I bought with my dad. It's really beautiful. It's 2 stories. It feels like this place, but it's a little bit prettier, and it's kind of like mine. Artwork, and I guess people are responding, and my friends are doing artwork and people are responding. It's great. I get to do what I want to. Kansas City's really great. It's really chic to live here right now.
Tonight was kind of a celebratory event that we've had for my friend Tony Lattice. She did the last film, Be It Ever So Humble, and then also for myself and the guy that I did my piece with, Way Here. So we finished up our projects. Tony is now graduated from UMKC, so it's kind of an all-encompassing end of the semester party.
Tune the other night. Square in the middle of that giant graveyard they call Kansas City. I was inhaling some pre-Wahelium, praying for a quick ascent, when one of those folks...
a period piece about a hipster's night in a Kansas City bar, when one of the local ghosts fades in and recalls more than recalls, he conjures a night from Kansas City's past, 1935 to be exact.
We started to build cymbals, young horn.
Father, who's passed away now, was friends with a man named Charles Embry, and corresponded with each other after the war on reel-to-reel tapes. But one of the tapes that I unearthed after my father passed, the very first thing on the tape was the narration of the recitation of the story, Be It Ever So Humble, There's No Place, and it had the music behind it, and he's just got the most emotive voice, and you know, I listened to these tapes for, you know, almost 10 years, and knew that, you know, eventually that this was the film that I wanted to make.
came out and been pouring your support, and it's just a lot of fun. You know, I think it brings the community together, and just, you know, when people in the audience are actually in the film, and, you know, it's not this elitist kind of atmosphere. It's like a fun, everybody included, everybody has fun.
Entered it into the South by Southwest Film Festival. I'm entering it into the KC Jubilee, and it's festival bound. I mean, I'm going to enter it into anything I can. Anybody that'll take me.
Well, I'd like to do more film things. I'd like to just keep expanding into more multimedia things. Here at the Dirt Gallery, we just want to keep spreading our mission and bring in more artists and you know, more talented people, and just kind of keep going where we've been. But you know, try and seek out those unique individuals and, you know, show them to the community.
There's that big fire down here in the river bottoms, that chemical plant.
Sort of manager. I book the shows, I do the sound, my wife does the door, a couple friends help out here and there, but other than that, we try to make money for Abe so the building can stay open.
How long have you been doing it? What do y'all think of El Toro?
Oh, it's efficient.
I think that if the Kansas City Police Department finds a way to shut this all-ages space down, it would be the greatest crime against the citizens of this town.
Yeah, the Dead Boys play here, for Christ's
It's
sake.
the history of the Kansas City Police Department is, and the city council and the powers that be, neighborhood associations, the Uber Marshal of Main Street, people in this town do everything they can to discourage kids from finding a creative way to express themselves. And then when there's trouble or when there's unrest or problems, and they wonder why are the kids this way today? Well, what you want to count? I mean, G Coffee, Daily Grind. What else? I mean, the list is seemingly for the last 15 years, every all ages venue in this town has been closed, has been squashed, not because they couldn't generate enough revenue to keep bands coming, because for this kind of music it's a pretty low overhead, but because aggressively the powers that be in this town shut it down because they're afraid of it, they can't control it, and they don't understand it, so why bother having it?
Actually, the city's been really cool because we stick away from the raves and all night stuff. So they leave us alone. Usually we're done by midnight once we have a bar open, and then it's we'll go to about 1, 2 o'clock at the latest, and it's all catered in, so they really can't say anything because we're not a bar every night.
Or they shadows, or they close. No one wants to listen, everybody says I told you so. It's best to leave when a war hard turns to cold.
I learned a big lesson, I don't know, was it 89? Something like that. I got to go see Firehose play in Omaha, Nebraska. At the end of the show, Mike Watts said something that he apparently says at the end of every show. Last chord is done ringing, and the drummer's packing up. And he steps up to the mic and he says, "Now, go start your own band." So as long as they keep doing that, where there's a will, there's a way.
I don't think kids in this town believe that over the long haul they will have this opportunity. I think that's the trick. Again, you have to prove that, yes, if I get myself into it, if I give myself up to this, heart and soul, I absolutely believe I want to give everything that I have to creating a scene here, that if you just know you're going to run right straight into a fucking brick wall, it takes it out of you. I mean, it's not easy just to be starry-eyed and innocent about playing music anymore. It's just not. So, really, I mean, the thing that I'd like to know is just that if the kids just piss it away, if they're the ones that choose not to do it, fine. But let the scene dictate that. Don't let people in higher positions dictate that.
This is the next generation scene. They're just allowing us to camp out every once in a while.